And welcome back as we get set here for game number 2 on day number 2 between the Oregon City Pioneers and the Crescent Valley Golden Eagles.
Yeah, welcome back to Lincoln High School. Game number 2, as Jacob said, of our slate today. Big matchup here between the Raiders and the Pioneers. And we get going here with the Pacific Automation 2023 Holiday Classic. Set to tip off for the Raiders is Patel, and for the Pioneers is Lugo. And ball is gonna go out off the Raiders, so Pioneers with the first possession of the game. So good defensive stop there by the Pioneers. They force the turnover, and Kurth drives, passes it off to Craig. Craig puts up a layup, can't get it to go, but that's Bowling Schmidt down low, drawing the foul.
Bowling Schmidt to the line, shoot 2.
So Bowling Schmidt will shoot 2 from the stripe here. Looking forward to a competitive matchup here between the Pioneers and the Raiders. Both had a rough day yesterday, but are looking to fight for that third place game. We saw the Beavers just a minute ago advance on that side of the bracket, and the Raiders and the Pioneers will have their hopes high to do so here this afternoon.
Yeah, certainly expecting a good one based off of what we saw from the Raiders yesterday. They put up a good performance even though they didn't come out with the win, and then didn't get to see the Pioneers yesterday, but a lot of returning players from last year, so very talented teams on both sides of the ball, so this should be a competitive one and a good one.
Bowling Schmidt drains the first, and the second one just rims out. Starwalt with it now. Good rebound by Patel off the missed free throw. Pressure here from the Pioneers, though, and they force the jump. Jump is going to stay with the Raiders. Land with it for the Raiders. Patel now kicks it out to Painter. Painter drives. Lands, sees a cutting Patel. Patel can't handle the pass, and the ball is going to go out and go to the Pioneers. Weiss brings the ball up. Lugo now with it. Lugo spins, drives, puts up the layup, can't get it to fall. Bland with the rebound for the Raiders. She's pushing the pace. Starwalt now drives baseline, picks the ball up, finds Patel outside. Patel posts up for a 3 and doesn't get it to fall. Weiss out to Miller. Lugo open for 3. Lugo puts it up and drains it. Lugo with the three-pointer puts the Pioneers up by 4, and they are playing some aggressive defense here as well as they force the turnover. The Raiders going to have to figure out that pressure put on by the Pioneers as Lugo drives again. Kicks it out to Weiss. Weiss drives. And that's going to be Bowling Schmidt down low, but Patel is there. Lugo comes up with the rebound. And Craig with the finish. Good cut there from Craig into the middle of the paint. And Coach Gower of the Raiders wants to take a breather and talk this one over. Pioneers jump out to an early 6-0 lead.
And we can give a quick thank you to Portland Public Schools. Portland Public Schools was founded in 1851 with more than 49,000 students in 81 schools. It is one of the largest school districts in the Pacific Northwest. PPS provides rigorous, high-quality academic learning experiences that are inclusive and joyful. They disrupt racial inequities to create vibrant environments for every student to demonstrate excellence. They do this with their highly trained teachers and staff, an engaged community, strong partnerships, and a focus on closing the racial educational achievement gap.
Patel inbounds to Bland. Bland fights Starwalt on the backside, and she's got numbers. Decides to pull it out wisely. Patel in the high post. Three-pointer attempted there by Bataro. Patel comes up with the rebound. Painter now with it. Painter puts up a shot. No good. Bataro fights for the rebound, but gonna go out off the Raiders, and ball will go to the Pioneers. Carnes hands it off to Miller. Passes it to Craig. Back to Carnes. Carnes to the middle. Puts it up and in. Nice floater there from Carnes. She checks in and makes an immediate impact. Has Starwalt with it now. Looks to go for Patel, but Craig is there for the steal. And Grimmer has also checked in for the Pioneers. Great move there from Bowling Schmidt. She scores in the low post. Patel pulls up, bang! Nice shot from Patel. And she opens up the scoring for the Raiders.
Yep, sometimes you just gotta break the ice and then maybe the gates will open behind you, so hopefully that can spark something in the Raiders offense.
Definitely can start a flood, and there's Grimmer. She puts up a layup, no good. Fights to get the rebound back though. And Bowling Schmidt down low again. They're gonna look to use her, and she puts it up and in over Painter. So Bowling Schmidt getting going early in the post. Starwalt now under pressure. Gets it to Bland. Bland has numbers. There's Painter streaking and can't convert on the fast break. Lots of exchanges along the perimeter here for the Pioneers, and Carnes draws the foul on her drive. So Carnes to the line to shoot two. She drills the first. Has both sides make some changes here. And Carnes knocks down both of the line. Good effort there from Lugo. She swats the inbound from Painter. And wow, look at that. That's Weiss with the steal on the inbound. And ball tipped out off the Pioneers, going the Raiders' way. Mansfield has checked in for the Raiders. That's Starwalt in the corner, and she drills it. Great shot there from Starwalt. and cuts the lead down to 9 for the Pioneers. Rebound by Yenchik. Painter drives, spins, finds Bland on the outside. Bland drives, and Yenchik gets left alone, takes one dribble, puts it up and in. So, quick start for the Pioneers, but the Raiders seem to have found their footing here and are eating away at that 7-point deficit. Good find from Lugo. Grimmer now with the shot. Starwalt gets the rebound, finds Bland streaking, and Bland unable to handle it, steps out of bounds, and the ball is going to go back to Oregon City.
Yeah, Raiders definitely finding their groove a little bit more on the offensive side of things. A couple of good press breaks. See if they can keep that up here.
Finds Lugo down low. She makes a move. Can't get the finish. Bland with the rebound. Yenchik with a strong move down low. They're going to get her with the charge. So, a little too much shoulder there from Yenchik. And looks like Lugo is the one to draw the charge for the Pioneers. Strong drive from Weiss, and she draws the foul on her way up to the hoop. And looks like maybe a little bit too much chatter coming over there from the Crescent Valley bench. And they're going to get a warning. As Weiss drills the first of her 2 attempts. And misses the second. Good box out there from Buford for the Raiders. And Mansfield open in the middle of the court, but unable to get a handle on the pass. So ball's going back to the Pioneers.
Yeah, but had the open look there on that break. Just couldn't corral it. Good cut.
Great cut, and Craig banks it in off the glass. Good cut into the middle of the paint there from Craig. Painter now finds Mansfield on the fast break, back to Painter, and she draws the foul. So Painter now to the line for the Raiders. And that full court press of the Pioneers is giving the Raiders some problems here. But they are able to take advantage on this one and get to the line.
Yeah, a couple of times now. Able to get out in front. Didn't lead to any points last time, but this time at least one.
And Painter manages to make both her attempts at the line. Good drive there from Craig, finds Miller in the corner. It's Bowling Schmidt with it now in the low post. Craig to Miller. Back down to Bowling Schmidt, but the entry pass just a little off target. And the ball is going to the Raiders. And Bowling Schmidt makes the interception on the inbound. Good cut on the backside from Weiss, and she finds herself wide open and puts the layup in.
Yep, just caught the defense sleeping there.
Definitely got to turn your head defensively if you're the Raiders. And as they turn the ball over yet again, 10 seconds to go here in the first. Pioneers lead 19-9. And a rejection by Painter. Miller puts up a three to end the quarter, and that will do it here to end the first. Pioneers jump out to an early lead, 19-9 over the Raiders.
Yeah, pretty seamless first quarter there for the Pioneers. Looking like how they did last year. Put together pretty well as a team, pretty balanced. Shooting at scoring on all three levels, so they're looking good. Raiders looking for a little bit of a turnaround here in the second quarter. Maybe get into their offensive sets a little bit more. Take advantages of the opportunities that they're getting.
All right, and we come out of the break here to start the second quarter. Pioneers will get the ball. Bowling Schmidt looking to make her move in the post. Lugo hands it off to Miller. Miller drives. Good floater there from Miller. Can't make it fall. And Bataro draws the foul from the Pioneers in the backcourt. So early foul for the Pioneers in the second quarter. And no one there on the inbound. Miller just scoops it up for the Pioneers. Miller drives to her left, passes out to Craig. Craig, the three-pointer, just rims out, and Patel there for the rebound. And miscommunication between Bataro and Patel. Ball goes out of bounds. So Starwalt defending Weiss. Lugo cuts down the middle and puts it up and in. Pioneers having success cutting into the middle of the paint. Raiders are going to have to make an adjustment there. And steal there from the Pioneers. Lugo on the fast break, can't get the finish. Now wide open is the Raiders on their own fast break, and they put it up and in and convert. That's number 2, Kate Kurth. And Miller drives for the Pioneers. Bataro, good box out, manages to corral the rebound for the Raiders. Starwalt for 3, no good, rebounded by Lugo. So 21-11 with 6 minutes to go here in the first half. And Craig was open there. I think if she just turns her head and looks at the basket, she has a lane, but decides to pass it off, and it pays off. Kaylee Weiss with the three-pointer for the Pioneers.
Yeah, had the open look on the jumper, but takes the 3 anyway.
And Raiders going to get called for the over-the-back foul there.
Checking in for the Raiders, number
as both
23,
teams decide to make a couple
For
changes.
the Pioneers, number 3, Caitlin Collins, and number 35, Kaylee Sampson.
Lugo with the pretty finish. And this pressure on the press is becoming an issue for the Raiders. That's Carnes with the steal, kicks it out to Craig. Weiss from the corner, puts it up. Can't get it to fall, ball is gonna go out of bounds.
Raiders ball out of bounds.
Patel to inbound. Bland with it now. Starwalt open across the court. 3-on-3. Painter drives, puts it up and in, and draws the foul.
Pioneers second team foul.
So Painter with a trip to the line here.
Shooting 2.
Oh, man.
Yeah, very close there, but just rims out for Painter. And Craig open at the free throw line, drives, can't get it to go. Bland with the rebound and just can't handle it on the pass. So the Pioneers will pick it up and go back on the attack. That's Craig from the corner. 2 now have just rimmed out for Craig in the corner. And she is antsy to get one to fall here. Raiders now with the ball. And pretty
Nice.
pass there from Bataro, finds a cutting Bland, and Bland bakes it in.
Yeah, it was a good little backdoor cut, and then even better pass, lobbed over the top there with some touch.
So Lugo driving, can't get the finish. Patel gets the rebound. Starwalt on the break. Back to Patel. Patel open on the elbow, puts it up and in. Nice little spot up on the elbow from Patel. And they cut the deficit down to 11 here with 3 minutes 46 to go. So short break, and we're right back to action here at the 2023 Pacific Office Automation Holiday Classic. And Weiss brings the ball up the court for the Pioneers. Finds Bowling Schmidt in the high post. She turns, tries to get a look at the hoop, but can't get the finish. Kick ball on the Pioneers, and it'll go to the Raiders. So Yenchik to inbound. Good effort there from Weiss. Bland back to Yenchik. To Bataro. And Starwalt with it in the corner. Jabs, moves to her left, and tries to get the pass down to Painter, but unable to manage it, and the Pioneers force yet another turnover. Miller hands it off to Waygot. And Wegant had her foot out of bounds. So turnover there for the Pioneers as the Raiders make a couple changes. And Mansfield open on the backside. Good cross-court pass there from Bland. Good vision from the Raiders, and Mansfield finishes it with the jumper.
And just a perfect look there on that skip pass.
And looks like the foul is going to go against the Pioneers here. Good inbound here to Bland in the middle of the court. Starwalt to Patel. Patel drives, kicks it out, deflected, but ends up in Starwalt's hands. Starwalt pulls up for a deep three, bang! Puts it away and cuts the deficit to just 6 with 2 minutes to go before the half. So the Raiders clawing their way back in, and what a shot there from Starwalt. Deep three. And the Pioneers are going to look to answer here. That's Wegant. She can't get it to fall. Patel tries the outlet, and Weiss picks it up. Starwalt's down. It's like going to be looks like there's going to be a time here for Peyton Starwalt. She seems to be all right, just maybe a little rolled ankle. Doesn't want to come out, but they're going to sub her out. And we have a 6-point game with 1:42 remaining in the half.
And 23, Ellie Mason. Checking in for the Pioneers is number 1, Megan Craig. Number 34 is Katie Grimmer, and number 44 is Samara Lugo.
Shot clock adjustment.
All right, Lugo set to inbound for the Pioneers. Carnes with it now. And they're going to get Carnes with the double dribble. So, poked out by Craig.
Pioneers here doing a great job this whole first half of hands in the passing lanes, as I say.
And great pass there from Grimmer to his sister teammate Lugo, and Bland gets fouled.
Pioneers' 4th team foul.
Taro drives. Craig all over her. Good backdoor to Buford. Out to Bland. Back to Buford. And intercepted by Grimmer, but she subsequently walks with the ball in her hand, and it's going to go right back to the Raiders.
Checking in for the Pioneers is number 2, Haley Weiss.
Good ball movement here from the Raiders with a minute remaining in the half. Land drives baseline, puts it up, can't draw the foul. Weiss comes down with the rebound, passes it up to Lugo. Lugo, good athleticism there to get a handle, and she draws the foul. So 40 seconds to go in the half. Pioneers with an 8-point lead. Weiss up top with it. Oh, Bland reaching. Thought she might have gotten away with one there, but gets called for the foul. And the Raiders have a couple fouls to use here at the end of the half. Rimmer spins. Weiss kicks it out to Craig. Craig drives, finds himself in the middle, wide open, and can't put it away. Foul on the Pioneers. And the Raiders are in the bonus, so they'll be going to the stripe with 11 seconds to go here in the half to try and cut the deficit down to 6. Bataro at the line. Bataro makes the first. And sinks the second. So good job there from the Raiders, but the Pioneers are going to push the pace. They're going to try and get a shot up at the end of the half. Miller puts it up. No time left. Bataro puts it up, but time expires, and that will do it for the first half of action between the Raiders and the Pioneers. Pioneers jump out to an early lead, but the Raiders are fighting back. Down just 6, 28-22 going into the half.
Be back for second half action in about 10 minutes here. The Raiders starting to claw their way back. We'll see if they can continue. About 10 minutes, and we'll be right back with you.
And we're back here with second half action between the Raiders and the Pioneers. Raiders set to inbound. So action-packed first half. Pioneers jumped out to an early lead and have maintained it so far, but Raiders seemingly finding their footing as the second half goes on, or the first half went on, and they're going to look to continue that. Good defense there, though, from the Pioneers with their hands in the passing lanes, poking that one out of bounds.
Yeah, immediately here, just got to think that that's something the Pioneers have been pressing the whole season. I mean, they're coming out here on defense, playing tight defense, hands in every passing lane, as we see here on the couple first possessions, that they're just all over the lanes.
Definitely the strength of the Pioneers is their defensive pressure, and Raiders trying to find an answer for that. And look at that,
wow.
Lugo intercepts it, and here comes Weiss down the court. Miller with it on the perimeter, finds a cutting Craig out to Bowling Schmidt. Bowling Schmidt getting going early here in the second half. Started out strong, kind of tailed off as the first half went on, but Bowling Schmidt makes a good move to the basket and opens up the scoring in the second half for the Pioneers. And there's Bland open in the corner. Starwalt wants a three, can't get it to fall, and Weiss comes up with the rebound for the Pioneers. Weiss from the elbow. Starwalt on the run, wisely backs out. Did not have the numbers on the break. And Miller with a good interception there and a steal for the Pioneers.
Another jump pass there for the Pioneers, so maybe looking to clean up the passing a bit on the Raiders side of things, use some bounces, get around them.
And good, strong drive there from Lugo as she finds her way to the basket. And you're right, Jacob. Some bounce passes, maybe some pump fakes can get these. And Bland with a good look, can't get it to fall, but Painter tips it out to Patel. Good rebound there from Painter. Starwalt trapped. Hands once again in the passing lanes. But yes, a pump fake, a bounce pass can really get these Pioneers off balance as they're anticipating the passes of the Raiders. Mansfield with it now. Mansfield wants a three and gets the three. So big shot there for Mansfield as the Pioneers started out quick in the second half. Mansfield gets the Raiders on the scoreboard to start the second.
You know, Raiders are a pretty dangerous team from beyond the arc, so maybe look to close the gap a little bit more on the defensive side for the Pioneers.
Lugo, strong move into the middle, can't get the layup to fall. Carnes now kicks it out. And Mansfield with the hands. Patel open, pump fakes, drives. Out to Starwalt. Starwalt, pull-up jumper. Good to see Starwalt back out there after she seemingly rolled her ankle at the end of the first half. And great move from Carnes, just turns it around on the Raiders and puts it up and in.
Yeah, nice touch there on that baseline floater.
Checking in for the Pioneers is number 34, Caden Grimmer.
Patel set to inbound for the Raiders. Bland brings the ball up the court. Getting close to that corner, trying to avoid the trap, finds Mansfield. Mansfield on the perimeter. Double teamed. Starwalt on the back door, finds Patel. And they're gonna call foul off the ball on the Pioneers.
Pioneers, second team foul.
Patel in the middle, and she uses her height to just go up and grab it, but can't get it to fall. And Patel called with the foul on Miller. Miller sinks the first of two. And Miller goes 2 for 2 from the line. Good outlet from Patel to Mansfield to break the press of the Pioneers. Starwalt for 3 just comes up a little short, and Miller corrals the rebound for the Pioneers. Bland goes for the interception. Looks like maybe got poked in the eye there. It's going to be a foul on Miller. She's going to check out. Hopefully she's all right. Grimmer on Starwalt. Starwalt crosses over, drives to her left, kicks it out to Pataro. Pataro back down to Yenchik. Yenchik, strong move down low, tips it back out, but Grimmer comes up with the rebound for the Pioneers. Good ball movement here for Oregon City.
Oh, good poke.
Yeah, the long arms of Patel poked that one away from Carnes, but the Pioneers able to corral it. And Lugo goes up, but good defense there from Painter. Lugo with another offensive rebound on this possession, and a jump ball. Ball will go to the Raiders. And Carnes gonna get caught reaching on Starwalt. She'll pick up the foul, and lots of early fouls here for the Pioneers. So Raiders potentially able to take advantage. Next time they get fouled, they'll be sent to the stripe. And there it is. So with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, Raiders in the bonus, and they'll be shooting 2 from here on out.
Yeah, refs not letting them play as much as they did in the first half. Going to put their foot down on that a little bit. So quick bonus here in the third quarter.
And Starwalt sinks the first. And sinks the second as well. So yeah, maybe the Pioneers getting a little too aggressive on their full court press, and it's coming back to bite them a little bit, but still with the 9-point lead here in the third quarter. Carnes goes up, good strong defense down low. Jump ball forced by Lugo. And ball's going to the Pioneers.
Couple of good hustle plays there from Lugo. Jump ball not too long ago, and then the jump ball there to get a team the ball back.
Yeah, good hustle. And what
good
a move
look
from Bowling Schmidt. Just can't put it away, but great move down low. And here comes Mansfield on the fast break. Surrounded,
Wow, and another one.
Another jump ball forced by Lugo. Another foul on the Pioneers, and that's going to send Yenchik to the line for the Raiders.
Yenchik to the line, shoot 2.
Yenchik drains the first. And unable to make the second. Bowling Schmidt comes down with the rebound. Pioneers pressing the issue here, and they draw a foul. That's Carnes on the drive. And the Raiders want to talk it over.
Timeout here gives us a moment to thank our title sponsor. Thank you, Pacific Office Automation. Pacific Office Automation is dedicated to the belief that a team of individuals who constantly challenge each other will develop the skills and manpower necessary to solve any problem, whether it's for the customer, the company, or the community. Pacific Office Automation started in 1976 in Portland, Oregon, selling copy machines. 44 years later, they are consistently recognized as a leader in office management solutions, offering state-of-the-art technology and award-winning customer service that has helped them grow to 25 offices throughout Oregon, Washington, California, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, Idaho, and Colorado. Visit their website to learn more about solutions they can provide you at www.pacificoffice.com.
All right, so short break here. Pioneers set to inbound. See what Coach drew up during the timeout. And that's Bowling Schmidt down low. Lugo comes up with the board on the offensive glass. Weiss drives. Strong defense there, though, from Painter. And she comes away with the block and gets fouled. So this bonus really becoming a weapon for the Raiders. Getting to the foul line often here in the last 3 minutes of the third. Painter to shoot 2.
Yeah, they got into the bonus there at about that 3-minute mark. So maybe expect to see the Pioneers fall back a little bit on defense in terms of the full court pressure. Maybe just try to play it a little safe and stop giving them free opportunities at points.
Absolutely, and they've been deadly from the line as well. I think they're yet to miss since they've got into that bonus. So pressure here from the Raiders defensively. Starwall on Lugo. Lugo goes up. Bowling Schmidt goes up and gets fouled. So now Bowling Schmidt to the line for the Pioneers. And Bowling Schmidt goes 2 for 2 from the line. So Pioneers maintaining that pressure, full court press here. Mansfield back to Starwalt. Starwalt back to Mansfield.
Gotta go.
And they gotta get it over here. Unable to do so. But timeout called by the Raiders, so they're going to get the ball with 22 seconds on the shot clock, down 8. a minute 40 to go in the third.
The Portland Interscholastic Foundation. Big thanks to them for sponsoring once again. The purpose of the Portland Interscholastic League Foundation is to generate resources to support athletic and academic success for students enrolled in the Portland Public School District. 1 in 3 PPS students, grades 6 through 12, participate in PIL athletic programming. For many students, their sport is what keeps them engaged academically. Over the past 7 years, PIL has grown from providing opportunities for 5,500 student athletes. The largest growth areas have been the increased participation of female student athletes and increased opportunities for lower income students, as we continue to lower the barriers to participation in organized sports. The mission of the PILF is to continue to generate funds in order to support the ever-increasing participation of students in athletics. A big thank you to the Portland Interscholastic League Foundation for sponsoring once again.
And that was a massive rejection by Lugo. Starwalt for 3, just rims out. A big rejection from Lugo down low defensively for the Pioneers. And ultimately, that is going to send them back on the offensive end here. And Carnes with it now. Spins, drives, down the middle. Patel with the rebound. And Mansfield gets her pocket picked by Weiss, and Weiss gets fouled along the sideline.
Their fourth team foul.
So Starwalt defending. Starwalt forces the jump ball, and ball is going to go back to the Pioneers. So good effort there defensively from Starwalt. We got a minute remaining here in the third. Schmidt on the perimeter. Schmidt driving, trying to make her way into the paint, and Patel called with the foul down low. Schmidt unable to sink the first. And sinks the second. Pressure here from the Pioneers. Bataro with it in the middle, finds Mansfield to Starwalt. Starwalt back to Bataro. Good press break. Bataro wants a 3. It's a good look there. Can't get it, and there's going to be a foul down low. It's going to be on the Raiders, and the Pioneers are going to go to the stripe. So lots of fouls here to end the third. The Pioneers with the chance to extend their lead to 11.
Different from what we saw in the first half here. Getting into the bonus in the third quarter. It was a pretty clean, uptight game in the first half there, but now we're starting to see maybe the pressure kicking in. A couple mistakes. Both teams getting in the bonus.
And looks like coach for the Raiders getting a little fiery over there on the sideline. He's going to draw the technical. So Bowling Schmidt now set to shoot 2 for the Pioneers, and they're going to get the ball. So Bowling Schmidt sinks them both, and Pioneers going to look to complete the 4-point or 5-point play here. Down 10 already, maybe a bit of a mistake there from the Raiders coach. putting his team at a disadvantage. And Carnes drives out to Weiss. 10 seconds now. Miller has it. Good block there from Painter. And ball goes out of bounds to the Raiders. So 7 seconds to operate with here. Starwall. Oh, and Painter's wide open. Just left alone in the front court, and she gets an easy layup, and that will do it. So 42-32, Pioneers with the lead at the end of the third, and the Raiders are going to look to fight their way back here in the fourth. 8 minutes to go in the game. Both teams in that third place portion of the bracket here at the 2023 Pacific Office Automation Holiday Classic. So lots on the line for both teams here.
Yeah, both these teams are definitely going to be looking to make a run at that third place game. One important thing that we can keep note of here is this timeout differential between the two teams. So Raiders rocking with 1 heading into the fourth. Pioneers rocking with 5. So going to have to keep themselves out of positions where they might need to use those or want to use them.
Absolutely. But down 10, you know, you're going to just have to use them when you need to use it because you don't have enough to really make a difference at the end of the game. So definitely advantage Pioneers timeout-wise. We'll have more time to plan if need be. So Raiders set to inbound to start the fourth. Mansfield gets it up top. Weiss defending. Painter sets a pick. Mansfield drives right. Beats Weiss. And an easy layup there for Mansfield. Great dribble hesitation move at the top of the key. And she puts 2 down for the Raiders. And good hands defensively. They're gonna get the Pioneers with a 3-second violation, and that will force the turnover. Raiders get the ball.
Good start to the quarter for them. Bucket and a stop. Just what they were looking for.
But that Pioneers pressure is there, and Grimmer gets the steal. And Miller with the three-pointer, can't get it to fall. Botaro's there for the rebound, and it is gonna go off of, looks like refs are discussing here. Looks like it goes off the Raiders, so they're gonna stay with Oregon City. Grimmer drives, kicks it out to Weiss. Weiss out to Craig. Good ball movement here for the Pioneers. Craig with it. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. There's Miller. Miller open and just doesn't have the touch for that shot to go down, but the shot clock will reset. And the Pioneers with the 8-point lead and the possession. And foul on Painter. They're going to call that one on the floor before the pass got to Lugo down low. And Weiss goes up with the shot, and she draws the foul. We sinks the first. Misses the second. Painter with the rebound for the Raiders. Bland now with it. Pioneers not pressing that time in transition. And foul down low, off ball on Craig. Raiders inbound. Jab step from Starwalt. Hands it off to Mansfield. Good interception there from Grimmer. And Pioneers are going the other way. Grimmer drives. Lugo comes up with it. Starwalt, though, there with the steal. Drives to her left, kicks it out to Painter. Painter from the elbow, puts it in. So Painter cuts the deficit down to 7, and we got 5:30 and some change to play.
Yeah, cuts it down to 7. So plenty of time left to keep closing that lead. Did use their last timeout there, I believe, though. So timeout list for this last 5 and change. So gonna have to be pretty perfect.
Yeah. Unfortunate for the Raiders to not have any timeouts left. But there's bigger issues at hand. They got a 7-point deficit to come back from, and that Pioneers full court press has been a problem all night for the Raiders. So have to drop a new game plan here if you're the Raiders to finish this out. And if you're the Pioneers, got to stick to what's been working for you and try and stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, certainly expecting to see the Raiders here pick up maybe this full court pressure a bit. Maybe a little man on press and fall back into trap defense.
Yeah, and there's Miller with the 3. No good. Starwalt with the rebound. Bland now. Oh, tries to get it to Patel, but too many hands in the passing lanes, and Bullen Schmidt comes away with it. Grimmer drives baseline, has a look, and can't get the finish. Bland comes down with the rebound, and she gets fouled down low.
Stays strong with the ball and the rebound there. Able to fight off 3 Pioneer defenders and get the foul called, avoiding the jump ball.
Absolutely, getting those elbows out if you're Haley Bland. Starwalt goes to her left. Draws the foul on her way up, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Starwalt goes 2 for 2 from the line, cutting that deficit down to just 5. So with about 5 minutes to go here in the 4th, Raiders down 5. It's about as close as it's been all game here. Lugo, though, driving, gets a good look, puts it up and in. So the Pioneers respond with 2 points of their own. Starwalt for three. Can't get it to fall. Grimmer comes down with the rebound from the Pioneers. Good backdoor cut from Grimmer, and that's Miller wide open in the corner. Bang! Puts that one away. So just like that, the lead goes back up to 10 for the Pioneers. Unfazed by the pressure of the Raiders. Patel down low. Yenchik. Back to Patel. Patel spots up. Both teams fighting for the rebound, and looks like there's going to be a foul on the Pioneers. So Raiders now in the bonus, something they can use to their advantage if they can generate some contact and draw some fouls here. Starwalt pump fakes, puts it up, can't draw the foul on their way in, and Pioneers corral the rebound. And timeout by the Pioneers. So 3:33 to go. Pioneers lead by 10, 48-38. Raiders, though, in the bonus. So lots can still happen here in the final minutes of this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Saw the Raiders able to crawl back within 5 there, but then kind of lost a little bit. But now back in the bonus. Couple shots, couple stops, and they're right back in it. So
yeah, and that's just how the game has gone all afternoon. Raiders seem to scratch and claw their way back into it, but the Pioneers are unfazed and have seemingly extended their lead every time that has happened. Weiss spins. Good pass into Bowling Schmidt. Great entry pass from Weiss, but Bowling Schmidt unable to finish. And ball gets tipped out there by Weiss on the chase down. Starwalt drives into the middle, kicks it out to Bland. Bland, good looking three, and it goes.
big shot.
Big shot there from Bland. And now the Raiders need to stop defensively. Weiss drives, kicks it out to Bowling Schmidt. Bowling Schmidt defended by Bataro. That's Lugo with the try, and Bland comes down with the big rebound for the Raiders. Here comes Bataro with it. Cuts, drives, had a look there, no good. Fighting for the rebound, but Bowling Schmidt able to come away with it for the Pioneers as time winds down on the clock. We're at about 2 minutes 30 to go. Pioneers got to start thinking about long possessions here. And Bland gets the rebound off the missed three from Weiss. Starwalt with it, post up, likes the look, can't get it to fall. Like the confidence there from Starwalt, but unable to get the three to go. And Weiss draws the foul on Patel. That is going to be 5 for Patel, so she'll have to sit out for the remainder of the game, and Yenchik checks in her place. Big free throw there from Weiss as she drains the first of 2. Misses the second. So the lead is now 8 for the Pioneers. Starwalt driving. Mansfield with it up top, drives, pulls up. Had the look. Bowling Schmidt tried to corral the rebound, but pokes it out of bounds, and the Raiders are going to maintain possession. Bataro with it in the high post. Carnes defending Starwalt. Starwalt drives, loses her handle on it, and Craig comes away with it. Carnes with it now up top. Defended by Mansfield. And now is the time to waste as much time as possible if you're the Pioneers and just get this clock to run out. You have an 8-point lead. 1:15 left to go. And it looks like that is exactly what they're doing. Exchanging along the perimeter. Weiss pump fakes, puts it up, no good. Bowling Schmidt gets the rebound, but they're going to call her with the foul down low, an offensive foul, and the Raiders get the ball back with 1:08 to go. So down 8, it's a big hill to climb, but still time. And Raiders here in the bonus, so they're going to go to the stripe and have an opportunity to cut this lead down to 6. No offensive foul, so they're just going to inbound here. Will not get any shots on it. Stripes had me confused there for a second.
Yeah, me too. They started walking down.
Yeah.
All good. 8-point deficit here. About a minute to go. Need some quick points and stops.
Yenchik sets the screen, and they're going to call her for the moving screen, and it looks like that may be her 5th as well. So Painter will check in. Starwalt on Weiss. Craig with it. 50 seconds to go. Pioneers lead by 8. And they're going to call a walk on the Pioneers. So Raiders get the ball back. A couple quick points, and they're right back in this one. No timeouts remaining for the Raiders. Carnes on Starwalt. Painter sets the pick. Starwalt drives, finds Bataro outside, but good rebound by Bland. She cuts it back in and gets fouled on her way up. So 35 seconds to go now. Bland to shoot 2. Bland sinks the first. And the second. So that will be the final timeout for the Raiders. And they're going to come up with a game plan here. Down 6, 35 seconds to go. So they will have to foul as the shot clock matches the game clock, and hope for a couple Pioneers misses at the line. So Raiders going to look to pressure here on the inbound, try and hope to force a turnover. Unable to do so, and they're going to foul Lugo. So Lugo will go to the line to shoot 2 here. And Lugo makes the first, extending the lead to 7. Misses the second, though. So Raiders still within a shout. Need to go fast here, though. Starwalt with it. Starwalt pulls up, blocked by Bowling Schmidt, and that's pretty much going to do it. So Raiders foul, and Weiss to go to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. Makes the second. 1 of 2 from the line for Weiss. And the Raiders gonna need a shot here quick. 10 seconds left now. Bland open from 3 and can't get it to go. That is gonna do it here for game number 2 from Lincoln High School. And the Pioneers take that one home, 51-43 over the Raiders. Great game here, and it looks like the Pioneers will have a matchup against the Beavers potentially in the next round.
Alrighty, that will do it for our second game on day 2. Coming up next, Springfield taking on West Salem in about 10 minutes time, so stick around for that one, and we'll see you then.